So again, we'll begin this meditation with 4 questions that will hopefully set a tone for our work tonight with the 4 of Pentacles card. So you're welcome to, if you are someone who journals, to write down the thoughts that pop up in response to these. But the intention is really to just sit, receive the question, and just see what arises in your body. It could be an emotion, feeling, or maybe a story or memory that comes to mind for these questions. What gives you a sense of stability? What gives you a sense of stability? What makes you feel powerful? What makes you feel powerful? What fills you with a sense of abundance? What fills you with a sense of abundance? How do you know when enough is enough? How do you know when enough is enough? When you're ready, just begin to find your seat and settle in to whatever surface you are sitting on or laying on right now. You're welcome during this meditation to be sitting or standing or even laying down curled up under a blanket. You're welcome to shift your position or even find some movement throughout the meditation. Whatever allows you to feel present. So wherever you are, just notice whatever part of you is touching the earth or the surface beneath you. If you're standing, that would be your feet. If you're sitting, that would be your bottom, maybe the back of your thighs. If you're sitting with your legs crisscrossed, maybe your whole legs are touching the earth. Just notice the sense of connection. And allow yourself to sink in. Whatever small part of you is touching the surface that you're sitting or standing on, see if you can relax so much that even more of you touches that surface because the muscles are softening. You may want to imagine every surface of you is melting just a little bit, releasing all the effort of the day. You do a light scan and just notice anywhere your body is still holding on to some extra effort. It simply isn't necessary right now. Notice if there's any adjustment of your body you'd like to make to allow yourself to relax a little bit more. I find I tend to prop my elbows up on things, which lifts my shoulders and creates tension I'm not even aware of. A lot of people carry more tension in their face than they realize. Just notice if there's anywhere you can find some more softness, some more ease. And then just begin to notice your breath. Wherever you're in your body, you notice your breath. You might notice your breath and the way it raises your belly. You may notice your breath and the way your ribs contract and expand. You may notice your breath, a little bit of air that touches your nostrils as it enters. You may notice how that air touches your throat. No need to do anything with that breath except to notice it. See what it tells you about your day. Notice what it tells you about how you moved through this day. Notice what it tells you about what you are still carrying in your body now from this day that is already past. And if it feels good, feel free to release whatever that is. Even if it's just for the length of this meditation. You're holding on to something that it doesn't feel safe to let go of yet. Feel free to hold on to that. We can make space for anything. If your eyes are closed, you may like to bring to mind the image of the Four of Pentacles card in your mind's eye, however you remember it. You can also lightly open your eyes and gaze down upon this image in front of you now, whichever feels good to you. Just give yourself a moment to explore this image on your own. The image you're working with likely contains a human figure balancing four coins in some way. Notice what emotion this evokes in you. What feeling, sense do you get? You might find it useful to imitate the stance or the expression of this figure in your body or even just in your imagination. Taking the physical form and imagining what that person must feel like. Doing what they're doing. Notice what parts of their body are engaged, maybe even tense. Notice which parts of their body might be more relaxed. The Suit of Pentacles relates to the element of earth. The element of earth relates to money, to things, our physical possessions, our physical body, our health, and our environment. Our homes, or just the earth that we live on. In our bodies, the element of earth is associated with the lower chakras, with our tailbone, our legs, our feet, everything that connects us to the earth. And last month and this month, we are exploring the fours as the foundation of their suits. In geometry, it requires 4 points to represent three-dimensional space. And likewise, the fours in the tarot relate to an element's potential to move out of the planning stage and into physical realized form. Four of Pentacles therefore relates to the foundation of the physical plane. Everything that allows you to be present in the world. your body, your home, the food that you eat, any buildings that protect you throughout the day, the planet in which we live. We're going to begin this meditation with the invitation to bring to mind a physical item that you have a lot of. Could be anything. Maybe there's something you purposely collect, like tarot cards or jewelry or coins. Maybe there's something you hoard because you don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste things, or because maybe you're holding on to something that's it's not sold anymore and you're afraid to run out. And if you're someone who really collects nothing, maybe just bring to mind one specific item that's just really important to you. Whatever it is, allow yourself to sit with this awareness of this physical possession. Imagine holding this possession or collection of items. Imagine sharing whatever this is with someone you know and trust. Imagine sharing this item with your collection with someone who's just met you. What is it about this thing that makes it important in your life? Does it say something you like about yourself? Or does it expose something you don't like about yourself? Now see if you can imagine losing it. See if you can let it go just from your imagination, from your life. Whatever item or collection you had in mind, can you allow yourself to imagine it's just gone? and you're never going to see it again. What initial feeling does that bring up? Maybe a sense of anxiety, or maybe a sense of relief. Allow yourself to explore how you're going to live without that thing. How much did you really use it? How easily or can you get by without it? Whatever emotion that is evoked in you, see if you can just allow that feeling to go. If there's any negative feelings, just remember that you still have whatever it is. There was a sense of relief. Make a note that you can get rid of that thing later. Next, bring to mind an emotion that you tend to indulge in. Maybe you always choose the same type of movie or TV show to watch. What type of movies or stories do you enjoy? Do they evoke tears, joy? Maybe you love a good horror film. Bring to mind a time you were indulging in that emotion. Maybe just remember a film that you liked and how it made you feel. Or maybe a scene from your actual life will come to mind that also brings that feeling to life for you. Maybe you have a collection of memories that helps to evoke the same emotion as the films and books you like to read and watch. Just take a moment to consider how this emotion serves you in your life. When you feel ready, you can just let that go as well. And finally, the last stage of this meditation. What idea of yourself are you holding on to? What is the most important aspect of your sense of identity? What in your mind makes you you? Could be something about the way you interact with others. Maybe you make a special point to always do something kind for someone else. Maybe it's your honesty, that you'll always say exactly what you think. Maybe it's your fashion sense. Or a skill that you have. Whatever it is, imagine yourself engaging in that thing or doing that thing. And bring to mind a memory when you were behaving in this way that you most identify with, or doing an activity or practicing a skill or playing a role that feels most key to being who you are. And then, if you can, imagine what it would be like if you lost that, just that one thing, that one part of yourself. Maybe because something shifted in you. Maybe you have a bad day and you just don't have it in you to be nice to everybody. Maybe you got sick and lost your voice and can't say what you think. Maybe you broke your arm and can't do the skill or the task that most identifies who you are in your mind. Maybe for any reason. Just imagine what it's like, you like to just not have that aspect of yourself. Would there be some other aspect of you that would come to the surface? When you're ready, you can let that thought go. And as we get ready to transition out of this meditation, just give yourself a moment to revisit anything that came up in this meditation that you would like to spend a little more time with, or that you would like to create a memory of so that you can take it with you into the rest of your night, the rest of your week. Even just be that coming back to your breath and whatever sense of presence or peace that can bring. So use these last moments to revisit that. Imagine yourself moving through the rest of your week with whatever sense of calm, relaxation you were able to access tonight. When you feel ready, you can invite a deeper breath, maybe even a yawn or a stretch. And find some movements in your arms or your legs. Take as long as you need to come back into this present moment, back into this space and environment. There's no need to rush.